a video about LCIF, its history, how it does and what it does. And I'm going to follow that with a short slide review talking about Campaign 100, what they want to do for the next 2 or 3 years in terms of raising money. So I'm going to try and share my screen here. It should come on right now.
Okay. It's been our series of centennial
Can you all hear it?
Yeah.
Good. Okay.
Humanitarian service around the world.
There is so much need in the world. At times, it seems hopeless.
The mom was here with her 2 children in the tub, and that the baby didn't make it.
These are my people, and you want to weep. I'm so glad I'm able to come here and help.
Lions Club's International Foundation has helped Lions and their partners serve their communities and the world, bringing hope and impacting lives since 1968.
Today, we are forging ourselves into an organization almost 1 million strong, determined to help solve worldwide problems of hunger, disease, illiteracy.
Lindsay and other Lion leaders recognize that a foundation would strengthen Lion service locally and globally. The first grant was given when the Black Hills flood devastated Rapid City, South Dakota.
When earthquakes destroyed Managua, Nicaragua, Lions around the world were among the first to respond.
From the beginning, many clubs could earmark funds for disasters.
Lions from many countries, through the Lions International Foundation, helped my country to rebuild.
This was the most violent earthquake in the history of Mexico.
Highest wind was 164 miles an hour.
Every time there's been a disaster, who's always been in the front line as Lions?
The Lions have given hope to thousands of people like me.
The outpouring of love helped us to be on our feet again.
In the last decade alone, the foundation has provided nearly $100 million for disaster relief.
When Hurricane Katrina struck, we raised $14,000 for LCIF. 14 of our club members were honored with Melvin Jones Fellow recognition.
Establishing the Melvin Jones Fellows Program was key to the foundation's growth. Many Lions became progressive Melvin Jones Fellows, and challenges to increase Melvin Jones Fellows help the foundation do more for those in need.
My club is 100% Melvin Jones Fellow Club.
私はメルビン・ジョーンズ・フェローであることを誇りに思います。そこで LCIF がいかに支援する人と支援される人に喜びを与えているかを実感します。ですから私は LCIF を大いに支援したいと思います。
Since its founding, LCIF has been helping local Lions serve young people. But in the 1970s, mounting concern about drug use led to a global program for youth.
It was with the deepest disbelief and agony and shock that through a drug epidemic, I suddenly lost our beautiful 19-year-old daughter. If what I have said today will make you do something when you get home and you save one child, think of the worth of that one child.
In 1984, Lions began work on Lions Quest, a program that helps young people make healthy, positive decisions.
It's important to empower students with their own skills on how to make a decision that would bring forward a positive consequence rather than a negative one.
Vamos a trabajar. He sentido presión en la calle a tomar alcohol, pero he sabido controlarlo rotundamente y decir no.
It doesn't matter what your friends think. Do what you think is right. Just build my confidence.
The world is recognizing the value of Lions Quest.
Lion Quest is perfectly in international standards for drug use prevention.
A partnership with the UN Office on Drugs and Crime began with a pilot program in Serbia.
Mislim da je ovo jedan dobar način da steknemo više samopouzdanja i da naučimo nešto više o sebi, ali i o drugima.
By 2016, Lions Quest reached more than 14 million young people in 97 countries. From the beginning, the foundation supported Lions' efforts to prevent hearing and vision loss. But a global crisis in the 1980s brought preventable blindness to the forefront.
Cataracts cause half of all blindness worldwide because the surgery is not available or affordable. In West Africa, there is only one eye doctor for every million people.
In 1989, Lions hosted a sight symposium where experts warned that the number of blind could double by 2020.
Experts also tell us that 80% of blindness today is preventable or curable.
Lions' response? Sight first.
Will you do everything in your power to assure the success of campaign Sight First?
It is.
We set a target of $130 million. We were selling a dream.
We have reached the power to conquer blindness. Lions have raised $146 million.
When a grandmother regains her vision, an entire village is protected from a debilitating eye disease, or a child sees the world for the first time. Sight First grants make this possible.
Lions are one of the few volunteer organizations that could have contemplated an effort like Sight First, because they combine so many local clubs with such a strong network of global support.
A partnership with the Carter Center has helped prevent river blindness and trachoma in millions. Sight First China action has made a huge impact on blindness from cataract and trachoma.
It's not only recovering the sight, but to provide more job opportunities for the family and to improve their lives totally.
In the first 15 years, sight blindness in 20 million people and restored vision to 4.6 million at the cost of little more than $6 a person. Perhaps even more importantly, Sight First has built, expanded, and modernized eye care facilities and trained thousands of eye care professionals to protect sight for generations to come.
We now commence campaign Sight First 2.
This is the opportunity that we have as Lions around the world to come together for Sight First.
This is something that is in keeping with their motto of "We serve" in the true spirit of service.
This is a momentous day in the history of Lions Clubs International. With a record amount of funds, you have raised $200,329,000.
Sight First 2 also targeted new priorities, such as uncorrected refractive error, diabetic retinopathy,
Controlling the
research, and childhood blindness. With the World Health Organization, Sight
pretty
First
loud.
established and upgraded 45 pediatric eye centers.
Just think of all the suffering that has been prevented by your good work.
Partnerships have helped LCIF increase its reach.
We have never had a more significant partnership in the history of Special Olympics than the partnership we have today with the Lions Clubs.
The Opening Eyes program has provided free vision screenings, glasses, and sports goggles to athletes in 85 countries. The mission includes, launched in 2013, breaks down barriers and builds friendships.
Playing with them, it was amazing to see how they overcome things and participating in sports activity.
Sight for Kids was launched in partnership with Johnson & Johnson Vision Care companies to identify and correct vision problems in school children in Asia.
Thank you, Lions, for the eyeglasses.
Since the program began, it has expanded to Kenya and Turkey and reached more than 23 million children.
That's my boy! Yeah!
There's a health problem threatening millions around the world. Children are dying every day from a disease we can prevent.
The One Shot, One Life Lions Measles Initiative successfully raised $10 million to meet a challenge from the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation.
The true value of Lions is measured in something far more valuable than dollars. It's measured by the commitment and service of its members.
And by helping mobilize a total of $85 million by the end of 2017, Lions and Partners will give more children a healthy start to life. With Gavi, the Vaccine Alliance, Lions and Partners will conduct immunization campaigns and vaccinate 114 million children.
We couldn't do this water project without the help from LCIF.
The foundation provides hundreds of grants every year to help Lions make a bigger impact locally.
We got assistance from LCIF and then we were able to start the construction.
LCF Corps grant helped us to realize the mobile unit for diabetes education.
Lions grants have helped us with the swimming pool, our challenge course, and now with our sports court.
For every person made healthier,
Merci Lions.
every family made happier,
Gracias, Leones.
and every community made stronger. This is the power of LCIF. And Lions can be proud.
Mr. Scott. Before I go on, I just want to pass on. I'm going to show a few slides now. We've seen what LCIF has done in the past, and we're going to talk a little bit about now what the plans are for the next 3 or 4 years. So I'm going to share the screen again. Hopefully I can get this thing. How's that?
Yep, it's coming.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
got it now.
Oh, okay, good. Okay, just before we talk about the future, okay, just a quick review about what LCIF has done to date. As we listed here, it's collected, donated more than $1.1 billion of US to the grants. 118 million, so this is granted towards disaster relief, which is a major part of LCIF's responsibility, service to the rest of the world. 80 million children and youth have been served by Lions Quest. And through 2 successful campaigns, many of which I know you've experienced in the last few years, have raised over $400 million for Sight First. And lately, in the last 3 or 4 years, have provided work along with Bill Gates and his foundation, providing measles vaccinations to over 87 million children. So going from that, let's talk about what they're going to do, or what would like to do, I should say, in the next few years. And Sight First One was a campaign that was certainly started just a year after our centennial. It was started in the International Convention in 2018. And it was a campaign that was, first of all, wanted to expand the programs beyond Sight First and Lions Quest, but also will include items such as child cancer, diabetes, hunger, and environment. And the goal was set back in 2018 to raise $300 million over 3 years. The time frame since then has been expanded to now end in the end of 2022, largely because of the poor effects of the pandemic. So we have another 18 months. Right now, I'll talk about it in a minute, but right now the stands at around about $193 million. So we still have quite a bit of a way to go in the next 18 months, but we'll get there. 2 challenges are being offered to the clubs in order to help raise this money. The first one, which is pretty rich, but again, it's worldwide challenge to model clubs. And those are clubs that are willing to donate up to $500 US per member, join the campaign. So with the club, I think you have, what, 16 members? that's a significant amount of money you'd have to donate within the 3 years. And it'd be nice to have, but it's a pretty big challenge. In addition, the Canadian Lions have offered, just for the Canadian clubs, an opportunity to be recognized with a challenge called the Maple Leaf Clubs. And that is to clubs who raise $360 Canadian per member over the 3 years, which is a little bit more realistic for most of us. But so that is the goal, and a couple of means of raising. Just as where we stand right now, as I mentioned, we're now actually today, I think it's just over about 193.5 million US dollars. Current Canadian donations throughout Canada is 1.97 million. And the current donations from clubs in MDA now total just under 695,000 US. Donations by our district, very good, 93,350 US. Recognizing that there's 10 districts in total in MDA, we're doing better than our best half, okay? For model clubs, these are the clubs that are obviously very rich and are available to give out, donate $500 US per member. There's 28 model clubs in Canada. And we have, very fortunately, one in A17, the Mississauga Central Lions Club. In fact, we donated almost 1.5 times the amount they need to. They're very, what's the right word I'm trying to think of? They're very easy to give away money, and I love them for it. The total Maple Leaf clubs in Canada are 20. At the moment, we're not showing any, but there are at least 2 clubs that I know of, hopefully within the end of this month, will be in that area of being able to donate 360 Canadian dollars per member over the 3 years. Now, a lot of people say, well, it's all very well to give money to people outside of our district, but we're a community-oriented organization, and truly so. Our prime responsibility in many cases is to provide service to those in our local community. But when we look at donations by the district to LCIF, we see that since its inception, LCIF district has given $1.186 million to it. But in turn, we've received over half of that, $682,000, just under, in terms of grants. We had a couple of grants last year, and right now we're in the process of working towards a grant for $130,000 to support child cancer. So providing money to Campaign 100 to LCIF is almost a nice way of providing some money coming back to the district. So remember that it's not just giving money away for nothing. We do actually have the ability to claim back some of that, and very worthwhile to. This slide just gives you a very quick overview of where, say, $120, which is $10 per month for each member of your club, where that $120 each year would go to. It's a quick idea. Youth, it gives a Lion curriculum for an entire classroom. Disaster relief. I won't go by it. You can see that later on your own yourself, but it does prove that this money is very well spent. Okay. For those clubs that are wanting to partake in these recognition programs, first of all, the Maple Leaf Club, the Campaign 100 Maple Leaf Club, that's where you promise to give your $360 per member over 3 years. These are the application form, and I won't spend time on this. It's a similar, oh, sorry, the previous one, a similar one was for those clubs who want to commit money towards a model club. Now, in the case of your club, there's 16 members. And I think right now, when I looked at the records, the total donations since the start of Campaign 100 by a club is just under $400. So it would be a big commitment, and I would challenge you to do it if you can, to go for, say, a Maple Leaf Club donation of $360 a member. It needs a lot of money, probably about $5,000, but look, this is what we had to serve for. And one of the goals of LCIF in the next 3 years is to try and encourage more members to individually donate money. Most of the money donated today in North America is from the clubs. Very few members themselves donate money. And there's a large number of, several tens of thousands of members who, if they could only donate $8 and $5 a month, think of the amount of money that LCIF would have available to provide even more services that we've shown has been having in the past, and even more higher needs for the needs in the future. That is the presentation I'd like to give you, and I encourage you to all hopefully think about the club donating some money and also personally donate some money, please. Okay, any questions? I have to stop clearing this now.
Yes, Lion Richard.
Yep.
Yeah, so the Huttonville Lions in our club over the years since, God, I can't remember when. It seems like it's been forever that we always present our past president a Melvin Jones fellow. So we've done that. So all our members, I believe, are now a Melvin Jones fellow, except
just the one president.
Just the ones that have been presidents, yeah. So we're almost at 100%. So that's why I said we need.
That's good. No, and I congratulate you. That's a great way of doing it.
Yeah.
I'm not. All I have, the only information I have, Harold, right now, and I'll look into it further, is on the Campaign 100 group, the website shows what clubs have donated since 2018
okay.
to LCIF.
Okay.
Now, at this, what I see there is $360 Canadian.
Yeah.
So that if you say there have been donations for Melvin Jones since then, that should have been included. So if that's true, leave it with me. I'll try and find out.
No. This would be before 2018. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, because we've also had some credits too that we received, and we just forward
Fair
that
enough.
on. Is there any questions for Richard?
Yeah, Richard, Gary here.
Yes,
Question
sir.
I ask you, are they tax deductible receipts?
If you donate to the Lions Canada Fund for LCIF, yes.
Yes,
As
okay.
individuals.
As
The
in,
club donates it. No, you can't claim a tax deduct for the club. But say if you wanted to donate, and I do it myself. I wouldn't ask other people to do it. I donate a small amount each month, and I get a tax receipt for at the end of the year. It's nice.
okay,
You have to
good.
go to Lions Clubs of Canada for LCIF fund. Don't go direct to LCIF in the US, because
No.
they won't give you a tax receipt.
Yeah.
If you need that, I'll send you the website on how to donate money to LCI Lions Canada Fund. If that helps.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
And the progression, Melvin Jones, is that tax deductible
Well, all your donations,
to LCI?
LCIF, if it's by an individual, are
Yeah.
tax deductible.
Okay, thank you, Richard.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any other questions?
Any questions?
I think when Alex sells his piece of property, he should have some money to give away.
What?
Woke him up.
I didn't hear it. I was listening.
Well, I didn't say anything. Okay, I thank you very much for listening to me. Okay.
Well, Lion Richard, or Past District Governor Richard, thank you so much for your presentation. And yes, in the past, our club has gone through Site First 1 and Site First 2 and making donations. And I don't know how much we donated in the past for Site First 1. And I used to have a T-shirt or two for Site First 1 and Site First 2. I don't know about the rest of you Lions. Do you have any of those?
I still have mine.
No. Okay. Well,
Okay.
thanks again, Lion Richard. So I'm
You're
gonna.
welcome.
Thank you. Okay, I'll stop. Just going to.